Hi friends and partners, Tom Graney, Executive Director at New Life Ranch, coming to you from New Life Ranch, Flint Valley. We're here in the woods, taking a little Jeep ride. We did this last year, one of the weeks, and it's pretty fun. But you know, the finish line is near. This is our last week of camp here at New Life Ranch, Flint Valley. We have one more week at New Life Ranch Frontier Cove, and thank you so much for partnering with us this summer. Each and every week and praying for God to be at work. And it's so exciting, and we continue to be overflowing with thankfulness of how God has been at work. And each and every week we've had kids repenting of sin and receiving the free gift of salvation. We've had other campers making decisions to have a deeper relationship and to follow Christ more significantly in their life. And we are just thankful for how God has been at work in our summer staff, and them continue to pour themselves out in service to Him and being strengthened by the Lord each and every week as they do that has been awesome. And so this week, again, we've got a lot of kids at camp. At New Life Ranch Frontier Cove, we've got 318 campers. That's junior campers, 2nd through 6th graders. Here at New Life Ranch Flint Valley, we've got 295 senior campers. We've got 109 leadership development campers, which are 10th, 11th, and 12th graders. We have 120 day campers here at New Life Ranch Flint Valley, and then we also have 30 kids in our community ministry outreach in Concord. And so some specific things you can be praying about this week. One of the first things here specifically at Flint Valley, and why we're in the woods right now actually, is this is the overnight night. Every Tuesday is a real intentional time of getting each and every cabin into the woods, into God's creation. And they do some real intentional hikes. And then they land here in Bambi's Forest, where we're going to end up in just a little bit, and they have a outdoor chapel, and they worship the Lord through song and in the creation. Our speaker speaks here in the outdoors, and then they do some intentional hikes back to the Outback, boys camp, into the Pines, girls camp, and they eat out, they have hobos, and it's an intentional time where those counselors share their testimonies of their faith in Jesus Christ and how He's been at work in their lives. And then later that night around the campfire, at boys camp and girls camp, they have a man of God talk and a woman of God talk. And it's just really a special time where God just does some great things. So please be in prayer for that it would go well. There wouldn't be too much anxiety or fear about being out in the woods and stuff. So please be in prayer about that. A couple other things. Several campers have shared about just the loss of loved ones, parents and grandparents recently, as well as just some poor health for some family members. And just pray for healing and comfort and peace for those campers, that they could experience the love of Christ this week, and that those things wouldn't be too much of a distraction from what God wants to do in their life here at camp. Another thing, we just had a cabin share. This isn't really a surprise, but a cabin full of rowdy boys. And really that's what you expect at camp, right? For 2nd through 6th graders or junior hires. But they have a lot of questions. And we're really glad that they're asking those questions. And we're praying just for wisdom and discernment for those counselors as they answer those questions. Just praying for understanding for the campers as well. And so, you know, just as we're down here in Bambi's Forest, just be in prayer about all that's happening here at Flint Valley and at Frontier Cove, as you go to the outdoor chapel and worship the Lord there and just spend time in creation. Another thing is a camper shared about their family not being very religious, and because of that, they aren't really interested in our serious spiritual times. Just be in prayer that walls would be broken down, that this camper would come to saving faith in Jesus Christ, and that they would have a biblical community when they go home as well to support and encourage them. We've had several cabins just share that the cabins are all from the same school, and what that's caused is them to not really want to open up. And the counselors know just through individual conversation there's some deep hurt and pain there. But because of their familiarity with each other, they're just afraid to share things. So we're praying that they would, again, there'd be some breakthrough, that they'd have courage and vulnerability and honesty to share, and that healing could take place. Also want to continue to ask you to pray about our Mission 1914 Camper Scholarship Fund. Again, as you know, we never want finances to hinder a kid from coming to camp, and this summer we've already given away $575,000 in scholarships, and we're trusting the Lord to provide by the end of this calendar year for all of those funds. And lastly, please be in prayer for our summer staff. As camp is coming to an end and they're about to re-enter into the real world, just pray for them that they'd be able to process well all that's happened these last 2 weeks, these last 2 months. Just pray for them that they would find biblical community as most of them return to college. We're just so thankful for them and how they've poured themselves out this summer in service to Christ and the impact in the lives of campers. So please be in prayer for them. Also, one last thing is next week we have family camp here at New Life Ranch Flint Valley. We've got about 75 families that are going to be showing up on Sunday through Wednesday. And we're in prayer that the gospel would be proclaimed and lives would be changed through entire families next week at family camp here at Flint Valley. So again, thank you so much for partnering with us through prayer each and every week. We're very thankful and appreciative of your partnership in that way. And as always, if you have questions or would like to talk about anything related to New Life Ranch, would love to talk to you. Thanks a lot.